Where's the freaking lie? Where's the lie? Oh, they're just gunslingers on their interceptions. But then when Dak and Lamar throwing this, oh my God, those guys cannot read freaking defenses. Hey, I didn't make it up. I thought it was funny as hell. Had to lead off the show like that. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Flawless. Nothing but the Flawless Fantasy Football. We're back with the Week 11 waiver show. Week 11. Guys, you don't have that much time to be messing around. You got Week 11, 12, 13, and 14. You got a month to put in work and finalize those teams and make the playoff push. All right? So, let's make it happen. Let's get into the waiver wire. I'm not going to hold you guys too long. A little bit of news first. Like a broadcaster, right? You got to hit it like that. A little bit of news. Actually, Jaylen Warren it's being reported that Jaylen Warren he's the starter for Pittsburgh Steelers. Congratulations to Jaylen Warren. Well deserved, long overdue. Now, here's the thing. They're playing against Cleveland this weekend. Tough team. Should be low scoring. Here's my thing. I love Jaylen Warren. Actually, I had Jaylen Warren out of the two teams I had drafted Jaylen Warren in my work league. I think I played him once, maybe twice. But I cut him. I cut him maybe a week and a half, maybe a week ago or something. I cut him. A week and a half ago. I played him probably one time this year. It's hard to play him when he's behind Najee. But here's the thing: when you're in these shallow leagues where you can only keep 15 players and stuff like that, it's like you can't keep everybody. I don't feel no issue about it. I could have used them in the flex this weekend, but hey, I kind of want to play other people in the flex, another person in the flex. So it's all good. You can't have everybody. Think about it. The team that's actually in second place actually scooped them up. My son, someone I birthed pretty much in fantasy, Mr. Beantown. You know who you are because you watch my content. He one of my homeboys. I went up to the Jacksonville Jaguars game. Me and four of my homeboys went up there, and man, we had a good ass time, man. I might throw some pictures up here now. We had some good ass time, and we balled out. And I was a fanboy. Man, your boy was a fanboy. Yeah, your boy was a fanboy. I had a good time though, man. Stick around to the end of the video. I might put some video up there at the end, so you can just get a little flashback, see what's happened with that, so you get a little inside view. But I had a good time. We ate and drank and we ate and went to I think it's a new Miller's Ale House, and we met up with Mr. Chuck. Met up with man Chuck Deasy. So we had a good time. We fellowshipped up there, and Chuck, you know what I'm saying? He good dude. We met through the platform. He lived up in North Florida, so we went up there and I met him. He knew a couple of my guys because we met last year after a football game. So that's Buffalo Funkadelics to some of you that may not know. So it was good meeting up with you, Chuck, again, man. We talk about other things outside of fantasy football, man, A through Z. So it's good to see him fellowship with other people and talk about stuff I necessarily didn't care about, but conversations that they were enjoying. Man, it was a good time, man. Anyway, that's enough of that. Y'all ain't come here to hear that kind of stuff. But it was an awesome time. Okay, so before we get to the waiver wire show, let's first give a word for today's sponsor, and actually the sponsor of every show, actually, and that is Flawless Fatherhood. That's right, everybody. Flawless Fatherhood. Some guy, is trying to actually help fathers be able to maintain a position in their children's lives amidst the unfortunate divorce and breakup. So he's been through some things, being married and keeping possession of his kids through a divorce, and being successful in an unwed situation, having his son equally 50-50 as much time as the mother. That person is, yes, yours truly. Now, yes. So, listen, Sir Flawless to a lot of you guys, but Mr. 50-50 from Flawless Fatherhood to a lot of others as well. So let's get to it, guys. If you know anybody that's about that action and needs some insight, far as fatherly advice and fatherly information, critical information to help them maintain their kids, send them to Flawless Fatherhood. Have subscribe. Let's go. All right, so let's get to the quarterbacks real quick. Was I right or was I right about Joshua Dobbs? Was I right or was I right? Okay? Some stuff you're going to be wrong on. Sometimes you're going to drop people. Sometimes things are going to happen. But goddamn it, Joshua Dobbs. Joshua. Oh, Joshua. The dude's a beast. Now, to me, guys, look. A lot of guys say, oh, my son likes Arizona. Oh, my son loves Arizona. Oh, my oldest son is 26, right? You know, y'all saw me I was drafting with him. He having a rough time, too. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, as far as his league this year. But he's an Arizona fan, so he was like, oh, Josh this. You know, he sucks and everything. And I'm like, son, you know, it's like, y'all ain't got nobody over there. Y'all ain't got nobody to help him. So, we got this guy, we got Michael Wilson, we got, you know, Hollywood. I'm like, those guys aren't nobody. Then you had Zach Ertz. So, yeah, then he come over there with Minnesota. And see how they're embracing him? He's got the game ball twice in a row. I can't put nobody above him. The guy's just a monster. You know what I'm saying? And, I told you, I made a YouTube short about that. You guys see me, I actually added him before he even played. You know what I'm saying? Because I added him a week early. I just saw it. So he's the only one really I can recommend. I can't recommend anybody else. Just can't. Not far as quarterbacks go. So if you got a quarterback on your team, probably pretty much stick with him. You can ask comments in the comment section, but Josh Dobbs, he probably should be rostered 99.9% of the leagues. And the 0.1 is just for dead leagues. But it's probably more dead leagues than that. But you get my freaking drift. So we're just going to go jump right to the running backs real quick. And we're going to go to Ty Chandler. Okay, Ty Chandler for Minnesota. Look, he was the backup, right? So Madison went out with his concussion, and Ty Chandler, he's fast. He got like 4.36 speed, and he ended up getting 15 rushes for 45 yards and a touchdown. Now, that's only 3.0 yards a carry, a solid 3, not 3.1, not 3.08. That's 3.0 even yards a carry. Now, he did score, but he also did have another long touchdown called back because of a questionable penalty. We all know about the questionable penalties. The questionable penalties is to keep the game tight and whatever, but that's a whole different story. So, Madison likely won't play this week, right? Because of the concussion, they'll probably want to see what Ty Chandler does. So, mind you, but they didn't like Ty Chandler. You know, you could tell because they brought in Akers, right? So, good luck to him. He could be one of these guys. But Madison is going to come back. But I can see if he comes back, they probably just stay with Chandler, to be honest with you. So he could be somebody that you pick moving forward. A person like me, where I'm either at the top or pretty much tied to the top of both of the standings that I'm in. Oh, that was just a little teaser for the transparency post to let you guys know how my teams did. I don't think I did it last week. I'm not sure. But yeah, so for tomorrow, the next day, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. So, but yeah, Ty Chandler is somebody you can draft moving forward. You definitely should be able to benefit from. Now, it does play against Denver this coming week. I believe it's prime time. I'm not sure. So, you know, hey, I think he's a solid flex option, though. Ty Chandler. Next up is Keaton Mitchell, a.k.a. Michael Keaton to me. I like calling the mug Michael Keaton. I don't give a damn. Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton. When I say Michael Keaton, because I did it in a video before, somebody told me they laughed every time I said Michael Keaton. He Michael Keaton to me. So if I say Michael Keaton, you know I'm talking about Keaton Mitchell. So I'm tired of trying to say it right. But, because Michael Keaton come out so smooth. But he ran, he had 9 rushes for $138 and a touchdown last year, last week, week before last. Then last week, he ran for 3 for 34 and a touch, man. So he's not getting that much opportunity. And it is a carousel there, plus the Lamar running and stuff like that. So, and Gus is going to get the goal line work. So if something goes down, it just wheels up for him. But how can you trust him, outside of that? If you put him in a flex and he hits, great. But You're rolling the dice. You're shaking them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. Whirl them in a circle of homies and watch me break them with the 7. 7-11, 7-11, 7 even back door little Joe. All right, I picked up the cash flow. So let's go. Number 3 on the running backs. That was already Ty Chandler and Keaton Mitchell. Number 3 is Devin Singletary. Look, man, I love Devin Singletary when he's in Buffalo. Loved him. But, you see, Buffalo running backs always, when you got that Russian running back there, man, just like with Josh, just like with Lamar, it kind of like put a cap on him. It's crazy like that. But Devin Singletary had a career day, man. 30 totes for 150 and a touch. Damn, I knew somebody that started him. Casey Arrowhead, one of my own boys, Casey Arrowhead, that plays fantasy. He still lost, man. He still lost. That's wild. He had 3 people that just hawked up on him on the team, but that's unfortunate. But Devin Singletary is somebody to look at moving forward. People were so high on Dameon Pierce, as you guys know. I did not like Dameon Pierce. I'm sure you got it read in my designation videos early on. I just didn't like him. I offered no upside. He had to have all of the volume. It just wasn't worth it to me. Plus, they brought in the veteran, and now he's glassing out. Got an ankle injury, so if you got Dameon Pierce, you can just drop him. Dead serious, because that team's a passing team now anyway, and they're not going to go away from Singletary. So he's number 4. Should be rostered, but might not be rostered in some leagues. He's not one of those people that you can, he's going to be drafted all the time. Next up, so those are 3 running backs that are, have high priority. Ty Chandler, Michael Keaton Mitchell, and Devin Singletary. 2 honorable mentions here. And that's Rico Dowdell. To all you Tony Pollard owners, you better cuff the dude. You saw that Dowdell had like 80-some yards or something, around 80. I don't know his stats right off the bat. I'm going off the dome like a freestyle and a touchdown. So he did great this past week. Pollard's running officially, but Pollard's the starter. And the other person is Zach Charbonnizzle. My nizzle. Make sure you have the cuff for him. Even if you don't have him, he's somebody that K9, even though man, y'all saw when K9 hit that screen? Oh, and he still, well, y'all know I got K9 on both of my team, that KW9. Boy, I hopped up in that doggone, in that Miller's Ale house, boy, that was just, I told y'all about KW9. People looking at me like I'm crazy. I had my little 49ers chain, fanboy chain on and stuff like that, man. I needed that too. I needed it. Yeah, I needed it. Woo! Because without that play, I'd have called it L. But guess what? L's don't see me. But I got a tough games coming up this week. So let's go. So remember, those 2 honorable mentions were Rico Dowdell and Zach Charbonnizzle. Let's go to wide receivers. A lot of juice right here, okay? Lots of juice. Lots of freshly squeezed. Freshly squeezed. That's a little shout out to you. Freshly squeezed. Because freshly squeezed, you beat the top dog in the listener league. Brought him back down to a 3-way tie in first place. Should have been like that in the first place for my blunder for last week, trying to make a video for y'all on Sunday. But I'm past that. Obviously, I'm not past it. I'm still talking about it. But good job, Freshly. Good job, Freshly. All right, first off is Noah Brown. Noah Brown, man. I apologize. Let me apologize to you guys now. I wanted to make a short about Noah Brown. You guys saw me pick him up. I picked him up in the listener league. I picked up him in my work league. I even played him in the listener league. He popped last week, right? He had that huge game, 20-some fantasy points. And everybody's always looking for the next, the A.J. Brown when he was with Tennessee that popped off around week 9. The Amon-Ra when he popped off around week 9. Well, hell, the dude popped off. But everybody's so, Nico. Oh, Nico, put it on my chest, Nico. Oh, and you gotta rub. Nico. I don't care. What's the other freaking dude? Tank Dell. Tank Dell's my back arched enough for you, Tank Dell. What? Look at the numbers. I don't give a crap about your love affairs for Tank Dell and Nico Collins. Look at who the freaking gunslinging stud quarterback is freaking throwing it to. And he's throwing it to Noah Brown. And I'm going to ride Noah Brown till the wheels fall off. He's in both lineups this week. And I love Noah Brown. 325 yards in the past 2 games. Nico can come back all he wants to. We'll see what happens, man. It's going to be a nice game, man. Man, put some money on that quarterback. Put him on there. He's hot now. Put him on C.J. Stroud for his yards. Over for his yards, okay? And just like I told you guys about Dobbs, make some money with Dobbs. I made a little bit of money with Dobbs. Could have made more, but I made a little bit of money with Dobbs this past weekend. So, because I knew he was going to score more than 16 fantasy points. Take candy from a baby. So, that's Noah Brown. Enough about him. Let's go with Quentin Johnston. Quentin Johnston, look, he's going to have opportunities, guys. You know, he's not as polished as old boy over there in Seattle or these other Ricky receivers. But he got one of the guys that throw the ball the most over there. You know, and we almost got close because Keenan almost laid it down. He teetering. He like peanut butter. But the mother came back in and started catching some more. He like, because he know one more break, man, that's just going to be like Mortal Kombat, how your energy just go down. Boom. Or like Mike Tyson punch out. Boom. When you tapped out, you land it down. That's one of my top 5 games ever. Probably 3, Mike Tyson punch out on Nintendo, man. I beat him 7 straight times one time before. I can tell you right now, though, I told you, I was like, you can have Mike Tyson punch out in front of me right now and I'll play it. They say, oh, you beat Mike Tyson, you knock him out, you get all day to do it. Or they'll say they get 6 hours to do it. And you get $10 million. You know what? That $10 million is safe. Man, my reflexes are so slow. I don't have that no more. You know, when you're young, all your stuff is like fine-tuned. The way I see stuff and the way that process to come down and click, slow. And Mike Tyson would knock me out every single time. When he do those flurry of uppercuts in the first. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, all right, let's get. We're not here to talk about your old school games. So don't tell us about all your other little stuff you used to play. Flawless. Let's go. So Quentin Johnston was my number 2. I really like him. But you got to be careful because Jalen got in over there too. But try to tell you, man, Justin Herbert's going to be throwing the ball all over the place. He's a person too that I like his yards, even though it's like 269 or 270. So he's squirting up there. But that's all he do is throw. Number 3 is, I'm going to go a combination of Brandon Cooks and Michael Gallup, okay? It's just the way Dakota is throwing the ball right now. Cooks has scored 3 times in the past 4 games. He had 9 catches for $173 and a touch. Man, look, that ain't nothing to be sneezing at, man. Now, granted, they beat up on the little lowly Giants, but they played Carolina this week, Dallas, so it could be some more juice. Gallup scored as well, too, I believe, and everybody got some. I think he scored, right? Yeah, I think so. He threw 4 TDs, yeah. It's well, counted for 4. Either way, the offense is rolling. They better play against chump teams because it ain't going to work like that all the time, Dallas. Next up is Romeo Doubs and Jalen Reed. Romeo Doubs got luck. I won't say he got luck. He ain't had that much volume. He had 3 catches for 31 and a touchdown. But Jalen Reed, man, caught 5 catches for 84 yards and a touchdown on 5 targets. It's tough because they got 3 weapons on wide receivers, even though number 9 over there is trash. But I almost want to say his name, number 9. And they throw it to the record too, Musgrave. So, but Jaden Reed, you always got to kind of go with the youth. And he balled out 584 in a touch, caught a nice little long touchdown on the Pittsburgh secondary. So Romeo Doubs and Jaden Reed's number 4. Number 5 is on the bye week, and that's on Demario Douglas. I have him. I didn't play him. But, man, he had 6 catches for 84 yards, 11.5 half-point PPR points. I'd take that. You know what I'm saying? So, so the wide receivers are Noah Brown, Quentin Johnston, Brandon Cooks / Michael Gallup, Romeo Doubs / Jaden Reed, and Demario Douglas. All right, let's go to the tight ends. Tight ends straight off the map. Trey McBride, balling like a mug. Got defenses after this. 8 for 131. On 9 targets, they play against the Texans this week. Should be a lot of throwing up and down the field. I think Kyler Murray's going to throw for over like 232 yards or whatever his line is at. Bet the up. I'm making some money this week. Oh, y'all, I'm gonna blow y'all mind next coming week. Watch. All right, Michael Meyer, he caught a nice touchdown this past week against the Jets. They made a quarterback change, which is good. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of helps out. And Tyler Conklin, man, he had 9.5 and 10.5 points, half-point PPR points in the past 2 weeks. So hey man, Tyler Conklin is a nice, it's only just, I would really just say he's the number 2 option over there at the Jets in the receiving game, So that's that. Let's get the defense. All right, before we get the defenses, if this is your first time here, or if you haven't pressed the like button already, press the like button. Let me know when you're here. When I see these views and I don't see the likes, I'd be like, okay, well, they ain't effing with me. They ain't effing with me. So they're going to get minimal videos. Because everybody ain't going to tell you like I tell you. You ain't going to get that. Get those gems. Get that hardcore wisdom. Get your person to say, hey, I wouldn't mess with him. Because they just want to tell you what you want to hear. But no, not here at Flawless Fantasy Football. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. That's why it's so special here. And it will stay that way. So McBride, Michael Mayer, and Tyler Conklin, tight ends. Next up is, make sure you stay because I'm going to shoot you some videos at the end or something like that, maybe some videos, some pictures. But next up is also defenses. We're going to go with, got 3 defenses for you. You got the Vikings versus Denver. Vikings are playing lights out. Vikings, they playing for that boy Dobbs. Playing for him. And you got Jaguars versus Titans. That's a good matchup. Jags just lost against San Fran. They're going to put it down on Titans. They're going to put it down on Titans. Jags should score well. And you got Detroit Lions versus Chicago. And you got Miami against the Raiders. Right? Raiders just had a nice game against Jets. So they're due to get pounded out nicely by Miami trying to keep up. It's not going to happen. So, hey guys, thanks for checking out another video. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. It's been a nice season, man. I'm thankful for you guys like rocking with me and stuff. I'm thankful for like being patient with me and stuff like that too. A lot of y'all truly value, man, and I value you guys too, man. I sit back here behind this camera and I'm me. The voice, the voice you hear is the voice of who I really am. When I think of something, I just say it. I'll be like, oh, well, I have to be like this for the camera, man. F that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna rock like that, or talking like I'm a damn broadcaster. No, I don't do that. Even in my flawless fatherhood content, I just talk and I say the real. And to me, whenever I'm transparent, man, whoever embraced me, that means they naturally embrace me because of my transparency. I found that's the best way to go. And I want you to be transparent. I want you to stay transparent, in your lives as well, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, ain't nothing like it when you don't have to walk around life with a mask on. So I appreciate it, man. I got another quick meme for you. Hope you enjoy it. See you on the next episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. Clock ticking down. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Hold on. Watch out, wrestling. Okay, yeah, I had to see Mr. Somber over there. Final score, baby. 34-3. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Look at me being a fanboy. There you go. One time.